Good morning, it's a beautiful day. This is Hadara, and I just wanted to share some of our little garden with you. Praise Yahoo. Hallelujah. Praise Yahoo. My husband and I started this container garden on just after March 20th. It's July now, and together we have done this garden, and it's been so much fun. We've learned so many life lessons. We've seen Ya's fingerprint all over this garden, and it's been a huge blessing and source of peace of mind for us. What we have in here is peppers, kale, more peppers, and there's a pepper fruit in here somewhere. There he is. He's growing quietly. We have some Armenian cucumbers here that we planted these later in the season, so no fruit from this yet, but you can see all the flowers. And the male flowers show up first, and this is what reminded me of Yab. The male flowers show up so that the pollinators can know that the garden is here, and they are literally preparing the place before the female flowers show up. It's super cool, because if the female flowers show up with their fruit attached and the pollinators haven't found the plant yet, they won't be able to do their job. They won't be able to bear fruit, at least not naturally. It's pretty cool how Ya set that up, and it reminds me of him and his character, how he's preparing a place for us, his bride. And this plant was super tiny before, just like this little guy. And now he's a big plant, and there's a lot more tomatoes in the other room. We've got here some cherry tomatoes. First red one on this plant, and blushing ones next to it. So excited. And those that are ripening up back there too. And we have here my favorite one, the summer squash. It doesn't have blossoms right now because they're dried up at the end of the fruits. So we have had 2 summer squash from this plant already, and it's putting out another 2, and prayerfully more. But it has totally outgrown its pot, which you see right here. It just vined right out. Used to be a little bush on top here. Oh, there are a couple blossoms here. Right there, so beautiful. I love this plant. You can see little ants running around in there. Yesterday on the Shabbat, this flower was open, and we actually saw a bee inside of it doing the pollinating work for us so that we could rest. Praise Yah. Yah doesn't need us. He does everything on his own. And we've learned a lot of life lessons growing this garden together. And this is the yellow pear cherry tomato, super cool. We haven't even tasted this yet because it just got ripe, like over the course of the Shabbat and today. And so super excited to taste these fruits. When we got this plant, it was so weak and tiny and flailing everywhere, and we pruned it back, and it just grew into literally a humongous bush. It's taking over almost this whole little grow room, and it's so cool to watch them grow. This one has some these are gonna grow big like slicer tomatoes. Called Better Boy. I come in here and prune this back every couple of days because it hits the little roof of our house here, as you can see. This is shade cloth. We have to have this here. It's early in the morning right now, so it's cool, but it's gonna be like 105 degrees today. It just gets so hot, and without that shade cloth, the plants would not make it. That's my husband's genius. He's the one who looked up articles about that and decided to implement it. And I just wanted to share all this with you in hopes that it would inspire you to grow some of your own. Even in the summertime, you can grow kale. This is dinosaur kale. Sorry if it's out of focus. That's dinosaur kale. And I can't forget the onions. These are normal green onions that we bought from the store. And you know how they have those little white roots at the bottom? Literally just put it in there, and they continue to grow. This part was where I cut, and then all this is new growth, and it continues to grow and grow and grow, and the more you cut it, the more of these you'll get. So it's exciting. Everyone should try growing a garden. It's really not as hard or intimidating as it might seem. My favorite tomato in all of this garden has been the husky cherry tomato. This guy is supposed to be a cherry tomato, but as you can see, the fruits are very big, and we got 7 from him already. And hopefully some more flowers will come. I've seen buds. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Wherever you are, God bless and keep you, and bless you. Need to do some work in here, actually. Need to prune off some of these lower leaves of the pepper. Anyway.